I've been sharing a little bit of my journey with sugar, el azúcar en la sangre. Estaba compartiendo con ustedes lo que he descubierto con el tema del azúcar en la sangre. So I want to share with you some information that helped me figure out what was going on with me, and share those links with you so you can do your own investigation and be able to maybe come up with a plan with your doctor. I'm not selling anything, I'm not recommending anything, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my journey because it was kind of a long journey, and the clues are not all there to be able to have easy access to them. And what happens is that the majority of people follow whatever the doctor says, and um, because the clues are not there, and things end up being worse than what they were. So I want to give you all that information that took me a long time to search for, and it's really valuable stuff from people that are really cutting edge in the medicine field. Quiero compartir con ustedes, sobre todo las mujeres, si están pasando por la menopausia o perimenopausia, si tienen síntomas que no, el doctor no sabe cómo explicarlos, como por ejemplo, no sé, tener fatiga, tener letargia, dormir, cambios de humor y todo eso, que muchas veces obviamente se atribuyen a la menopausia, pero también tienen que ver con el tema de lo que comemos. Me llevó mucho tiempo tratar de entender qué es lo que me estaba pasando. Mi doctor no me ayudó. Los signos estaban todos ahí y busqué fuentes de investigación y las encontré, pero no es algo fácil y las quiero compartir con todos. No estoy vendiendo nada, no estoy diagnosticando, no estoy recomendando, simplemente estoy compartiendo lo que me sucedió a mí y cómo esto puede ayudarle a mucha gente. So, I think at least for a couple of years, I've been kind of complaining that, like, I'm not myself. I feel like a little bit of a brain fog sometimes, or mood swings, and I will get tired, especially in the middle of the day. And when I went to my doctor, she did all the usual tests and basically told me I'm completely normal. It's my age, and to take a vacation. So my initial response was feeling like, okay, well, I guess I have to learn to live with this. And I'm at that age, and I have to take care, just learn to be this other person that I don't really recognize. Uh, because that lack of energy was not me. So I'm like, did my meditation of being where I am, stage that I'm now, like being in the present and trying to work with that. Um, Cuando fui al doctor, que me quejaba de que tenía fatiga, de que mi mente no estaba tan clara, que el humor me cambiaba mucho, me mandaron los típicos análisis de sangre y básicamente me dijo que estaba todo normal y que me vaya a tomar unas vacaciones. Y me dijo que era mi edad. Entonces, una parte me dije a mí misma, bueno, sí, tenés la edad, estás en la perimenopausia, entrando en la menopausia, bueno, tenés que aprender a vivir con estas cosas. Cuando uno se pone cada vez más mayor, hay muchos cambios y bueno, es algo con lo que tengo que vivir. Eso fue lo primero que pensé. Pero después encontré una charla en estos canales que están muy buenos, que se llama TED Talk, TED Talk, y los voy a poner para que lo vean todos, de la doctora Sarah Holberg. And then I found a video, a TED Talk video with Dr. Sarah Holberg. She has a clinic where she treats people with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. She only changes their diet. En este TED Talk, esta doctora tiene una clínica donde trata a la gente con prediabetes y diabetes mellitus y solo con la dieta y revierten completamente la diabetes. And they completely reverse diabetes. So that led me to look for other investigations, all peer support, peer studies, and all the data that is out there. And there's a lot out there about this, how historically we are a society that has the numbers that keep changing. And I might not be saying the correct numbers, but I heard that 50% of the population in the US has prediabetes or diabetes, but 80% have that and united with metabolic syndrome, meaning that 80% of the population has some sort of metabolic disorder. Might be completely wrong, but it's high, and everything started with the food pyramid and all the carb intakes and all that. Acá es más o menos 50% de la población tiene prediabetes o diabetes. Dicen que es 80% de la población que tiene algún tipo de trastornos metabólicos. O sea que es grande. Y todo esto comenzó con la revolución, digamos, de la pirámide de la comida, donde hay más carbohidratos que se consumen. If someone has diabetes, they recommend that you intake between 40 and 60 grams of carbs per meal, which is huge. No wonder you can't get rid of it. Si tienes diabetes, los doctores siempre te recomiendan no más de 40 o 60 gramos de carbohidratos por comida. Y eso es una barbaridad. So I'm going to link all this doctor studies and everything, which is amazing. But part of it is like, yeah, I read everything and I'm like, yeah, okay, I do want to believe all this. So I started experimenting. It's been 4 months doing the experiments myself to see is really what's happening, and is this for real? That is as simple as that. Y yo comencé a experimentar con lo que hacía yo para ver si todos estos estudios y todo esto que estaba leyendo tenía sentido, si realmente era aplicable. Así que hace como 4 meses que lo estoy haciendo. Okay, so here are my results, which are not yours, which are very contextual, very individual, and you have to do your own work, which for me has been so empowering. I don't have to listen to anyone to tell me what to do because I know real time what's going on. Les voy a dar mis resultados. Y mis resultados van a ser completamente diferentes a los resultados de otra persona. Y tiene que ver con, tú tienes que hacer tu propio trabajo. Mis resultados no son aplicables a ti. Tú tienes que hacer el trabajo de chequear estas cosas y ver cómo se aplican. Y lo poderoso de esto es que se aplican en tiempo real. Inmediatamente sabes qué está pasando. So first I bought myself a glucometer. That was a big deal because I don't like breaking my finger. Primero me compré un glucómetro para chequearme la sangre. So what I would do is I check my blood, the sugar in my blood, right when I wake up. I pretended I was pre-diabetic or that I had diabetes. So I did everything that a person with diabetes has to do, with some tweaks, of course, because a lot of my clients now are coming to me with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. And it was right after COVID. And some of them had it, some of them developed it. So I really wanted to learn, not just for myself, but how can I help others? That's why I'm about to do my health coaching exam next month so I can help more people. Estas formas de chequear la sangre y todo, las hice pensando o haciéndome en la mente como que yo tenía diabetes y cómo tenía que manifestar las cosas, cómo tenía que chequear y comer como si tuviese diabetes. Me chequeaba la sangre a la mañana antes de comer, por ejemplo. Muchísima gente tiene diabetes y después de COVID mucha gente más. Entonces estoy por dar mi examen de lo que se llama coach de la salud para poder ayudar a más personas porque tengo muchísimos clientes con eso. So every time I will eat something, I will check my blood sugar 30 minutes, an hour, and 2 hours after to see how that particular food affected me. And I will log every single thing that I eat, as well as everything else that I will do. For example, exercise, walking, stress levels, everything. Amazing. It is, because I'm still doing it, because I'm still learning. There's always new foods, new things. Y anotaba todo, desde la comida, cada comida que como, el estado de ánimo, qué tipo de ejercicio hago, etcétera, etcétera. Ha sido maravilloso. So, in my particular case, I cannot eat, not even 30 carbs in one meal. That is too much for me. I think I narrow it down to my max of carbs that I eat a day to be in peak state. I think it's like between 40 max, 40, 45. So, yo descubrí que, por ejemplo, si como más de 40 carbohidratos por comida, es una barbaridad, me hace re mal. 40 creo que es todo lo que como en un día de carbohidratos. Now, some people can totally do more or less. I did a test because people were saying, oh yeah, don't eat white rice, but you can eat forbidden rice or you can eat brown rice. I just ate rice and it spiked my blood sugar up. It didn't matter what kind of rice it was. In 30 minutes after, if my blood sugar was, and my glucometer was like 86 or 90, which is normal, it will go higher, way higher than if I eat something else. So anyway, just to give you an idea, do your research in your own body. Don't take it from me because this is my body and it's very different than yours. Por ejemplo, la gente te dice que el arroz, que comas arroz integral en vez de arroz blanco. Bueno, yo comí todo el arroz, el blanco, el integral y lo que le llaman el arroz prohibido, es uno negro, me parece que es maravilloso. El azúcar en la sangre se me fue al techo. O sea que eso depende de cada uno. So I'm going to give you more information. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about how eating, exercise, and all that relates in my case, and a couple of tricks to do that have been so useful for me, and that you can hack your system in a way that the sugar doesn't spike up. Voy a salir ahora en otro video y les voy a contar un poco las cosas que hago para hackear al sistema para que no se me suba el azúcar en la sangre. Está súper interesante y bueno, lo quiero compartir contigo. Nos vemos en la próxima. Sígueme en los medios, en mi Facebook e Instagram, porque ahí es donde salgo más.